Good morning, Susie. Have a seat next to the Kleenex box. Earlier this morning, a lady burst into tears because I asked of her children's health, and her son had been stung by a killer bee and got the hives. No pun intended.
Good morning, Mr. Jacks. I appreciate your taking the time to see me this morning. Your location is beautiful.
Yes, it is. Now let's get started. I have another applicant coming in 20 minutes, so I'd like to get to this as quick as possible. Let's see, I have your resume someplace here.
This is good?
Clem, is that a German name?
No, actually it's a Tasmanian name, and I have another.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Susie. By the way, do you prefer to be called Mrs. Clem?
Actually, it's Miss Clem, and you call me Susie.
It has been a rough morning for me, Susie. My dog has a ringworm. My wife is suffering with impacted teeth. My car's universal joint is disjointed. And my secretary just eloped. That's why I'm so disorganized, and that's why I need you. By the way, do you have any mental or physical handicaps?
Well, I was in an automobile accident last year, and have had some lower back pain, but nothing serious.
I don't have a job description here for you, but I can mail it to you afterwards. But tell me, do you have any questions about Jack's Crackers?
Actually, I do have a few questions, Mr. Jacks. I'd like to know exactly what the job entails, how it relates to the overall mission of the company, what opportunities there are for independent action, and what the growth potential is for this position.
Wow, you're really prepared, aren't you? And a front office appearance too, if you know what I mean.
Sorry to interrupt, Jack, but you asked me to stop by and meet the applicant for our secretarial job.
No problem, Bill. I wanted you here. Sit down. I was just explaining to Susie here that, well, the plans we have for expanding Jack's Crackers and how the expansion could mean a promotion for her.
Alright, we're projecting opening 3 new offices in the Pacific Rim, as well as a couple new domestic markets. Our projections include hiring 4 more secretaries, and the person who is hired for your job will, in time, be in charge of those other secretaries. Sorry I'm staring at you, but you look like the valedictorian of our graduating class. Did you graduate from Reachbury High in '84?
No, I graduated in 1950 from Edgar T. High in Miami. And could you tell me a little bit more about the job?
Actually, I can mail you all of that information. Right now, why don't you just tell us a little more about yourself? Since I have another applicant who will be walking in about 5 minutes. What are your hobbies? What organizations do you belong to? What's your zodiac sign?
I enjoy reading and taking classes. In fact, I just received my secretarial proficiency certificate and am now taking business courses at the local community college. And I'm quite involved in church activity.
Ring, ring.
Hold on a second. What church is that? Well, hold on. Yes? Yes, Jerry. Oh, the Palominos, yes. Beautiful golden fur. Yes. Yes, I'm in an interview right now. No, she doesn't sound like that. Close, though. Ha! Well, yeah. Yes. How much are they? Put me down for three puppies. Yes.
Yes.
But
yes, no spots on the Palominos.
I have decided that I do not wish to take this.
What are their names, or do I get to name them myself?
Would you please tell Mr. Jack?
That's absurd. I want to be able to name my own companions for the rest of my life. What happened, Bill? Where'd she go?
She decided she didn't want to be considered for this job.
Jeepers creepers, isn't that just like a woman?
It
They
is.
just can't make up their minds.
I know.
Speed. So what went wrong with the video we just shot? In the video, Mr. Jacks talks about the applicant's family and medical problems. This is wrong due to the American Disability Act of 1990. It's always a good idea to stay away from the applicant's personal problems or family problems. He also asks Miss Clem where she is from, which violates the Title VII 1964 Civil Rights Act. She replies, and she shouldn't, because this isn't anything that you would have to reply to. It is inappropriate when Mr. Jacks makes references to personal problems such as his dog and his wife and even his car. He asks Miss Clem whether she has any physical handicaps, which violates the American Disability Act of 1990. Susan Clem answers to this, which she should not, because she doesn't. Mr. Jacks appears unprepared and unorganized throughout the whole video and shows a lack of management skills. Mr. Jacks makes a gesture which can be considered sexual harassment by winking at Miss Clem in one point of the movie. Towards the end of the movie, Mr. Jacks completely ignores the applicant by answering a phone call and not even paying attention to Miss Clem. He accepts one of his friends who comes into the room, Bill Price, when he should not have interrupted and should have stayed outside. He makes many references to other secretaries who are applying, which is very inappropriate. Mr. Jacks stays on the phone until eventually Susan Clem just completely leaves and gives up on the application. Bill Price makes a reference to his graduating class at Ridgebury High in 1985 and asks Susan Clem personal questions that are not appropriate. Susan Clem eventually leaves after all the unlawful and inappropriate comments that should not have been brought up. Thank you and good night.